Welcome back to our channel, and thank you for tuning in and thank you for supporting us. But if you're new to this channel and you haven't subscribed yet, please encourage us by doing so. And together, we shall make our Biafran dream a reality. Ise. Yoruba elders warn the mandate thief TINUBU, don't inherit Fulani evil. We don't want generational war with Biafra. Let Mazen Nnamdi Kanu go. According to report, IPOB issued a press statement that Biafra will go into generational war with the Fulani Janjaweed if anything unbecoming happens to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, and the mandate thief and his urchins have been warned not to inherit the promise for innocent Yorubas because of their selfishness and trying to please the Fulani Caliphate for helping them steal the mandate. One of the most corrupt Nigerian judge of the Federal High Court, Abuja, Justice Ekwo, who absconded twice from his own court before Inauguration Day on May 29, 2023, when the case came up to stop the inauguration of the mandate thief because he didn't meet the constitutional requirement of 25% vote in FCT. The useless judge, after collecting bribe, acted like a fool in support of the mandate thief. Justice Ekwo kidnapped the case and demanded a ransom of 20 million naira for the mandate thief. You know, the zoo called Nigeria is rotten and nothing good can come out of it. The criminal herdsman, Hadi Sirika, that fake Buhari installed a minister of aviation to help him loot Nigerian treasury dry, was exposed by the non-existing Nigerian Air MD that it was a fraud and they needed to help fake Buhari to loot, and this shocked the National Assembly as this kind of fraud has never been seen in the history of Nigeria or any country in the world. This got the lawmakers angry and they threw out the controversial Fulani Caliphate waterway bills, which the Fulani terrorists wanted to use to forcefully take over indigenous Nigerians and Biafrans' ancestral land. The petty scammer Hadi Sirika occupied a high office of the Minister of Aviation for 8 good years under fake Buhari's government, and he happens to be fake Buhari's nephew. Imagine what other Fulani herdsmen, Nigerian federal ministers, appointees, service chiefs, IGPs, DSSDG stole from Nigeria. No wonder they started the genocide in Biafra land to show loyalty to the terrorist Buhari. You know, this same current government and the criminals bought 10 firefighting trucks for $12 billion. That was what Seriki did. After stealing over $85 billion through the Yahoo Nigerian Air, he also lied that he bought 10 fire trucks for 12 billion naira. My brothers and my sisters, you can see how the Fulani Janjaweed have stolen Nigeria dry. You know, the mandate thief is a drug trafficker appointed a criminal rubber stamp head House of Rep Speaker, a man who stole from his clients when he was an attorney in the United States of America and fled to Nigeria after he was caught, and he started career in politics. The urchin has turned Nigerian seat of power to a den of thieves. The same criminal House of Rep Speaker accepted bribes as Nigerian House of Rep Speaker in the run-up to the passage of a law that restructured Nigerian petroleum industry to the advantage of the Fulani Caliphate, and he also accepted bribe to help fake Buhari clean up the over 23 trillion naira ways and means loot that fake Buhari stole from Central Bank of Nigeria. The mandate thief is not different from his mentor, fake Buhari, a clueless, lazy, ethnocentric, corrupt and terrorist Nigerian leader. Mrs. Bridget Chioma Agbahime, 74 years old, was beheaded in Kofa, Wambai Market in Kano State on June 2nd, 2016 by Fulani terrorists, and her head hoisted on a stake and taken on a victory parade afterward. Her crime was that she told a Fulani terrorist not to perform ablution in front of her shop. And they still want Biafrans to remain in Nigeria. No way. INEC, TINUBU and APC lawyers are weeping that they no longer have sound sleep. Even the mandate thief have been frequenting toilets because the amount of P2B's evidence at the Presidential Election Tribunal is admitting all the evidence. Mr. Yakubu wept. P2B is very dangerous, is about to destroy him, and warned the mandate thief, but he refused to listen to him. This is medicine after death. There is nothing like fighting corruption in Nigeria. Corruption is the way of life in government. Any noise about fighting corruption is just to divert attention. Governments in Nigeria in most cases assume power by means of corruption and corrupt practices. No accountability. No accountability. None. You know, a popular Biafra agitator and separatist have sent a message to oil companies operating in Biafra land, especially the southeast region of Nigeria. Simon Ekpa, the Finland lawyer and prime minister of the Biafran government republic in exile, he assured oil companies in the region of maximum cooperation and guaranteed a conducive operating environment. The people of Biafra, represented by the old eastern region of Nigeria, was forced into an amalgamation with other ethnic nationalities with divergent orientation, religious, and cultural beliefs. The amalgamation was conceived and forcefully implemented by the British in 1914 with a proviso that the fusion would be reviewed and rediscussed after 100 years to dissolve the same if any constant men part indicates an interest in leaving the Union. The period of 100 years expired in 2014. My brothers and my sisters, Biafra must be set free. No matter what the evil called Nigeria is doing against them, they must be set free. They must be set free. Biafrans were profiled and massacred in their boards all over Nigeria in 1966, culminating in the declaration of Republic of Biafra in 1967 and subsequent genocide war waged by Nigeria from 1967 to 1970. This also saw the massacre of over 5 million Biafrans, a third of whom were children, starved to death due to Nigeria and her collaborators' land, air, and sea blockade of Biafra. Today, the killing and ethnic cleansing are carried out by ISIS, ISWAP, and Taliban-affiliated terrorists. This trend has been intensified unabated in Middle Belt and Biafra land over the last few years, before and after the extraordinary rendition of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, our great leader. He is still unlawfully incarcerated despite orders for his unconditional release by the United Nations Working Group on Arbitrary Detention and Courts of Competent Jurisdiction in Nigeria. Thank you, my brothers and my sisters, for watching this video. Bye-bye for now.